Hello, fifth grade. Today is Tuesday, October 27th. I have this page open because I wanted to talk to you just for a minute about your next leveled reader assignment. I have some of you are reading Keep the Line Zipping, some of you are reading the Model T, some are reading The Art of Architecture, and these are your newest three choice, well, you didn't get the choice, but the leveled readers for this upcoming week. You need to have your final project, because you'll do a project for this leveled reader too. That is due next Wednesday. At first, I'm pretty sure I told the class today it'll be due on Tuesday, and then I remembered that's election day, and we no longer have school on that day, so we'll push it back to Wednesday. So you have just over a week to read your selection and reread it. It's meant to be read and reread. And if you have questions at the end of yours, you should read them and make sure that you can answer them. If you can't answer them, go back into the text and see if you can find the right answers. Then today, the thing that we worked on in class is we started reading the poem That Will Not End. And it's not really what I started with, and when I go out of order I forget things, but hopefully I won't. So I'm going to go ahead and open this, and I'm going to hope that the phone stops ringing. We talked about poetry a little bit. We just said that it has fun effects like rhyme and rhythm and meter to kind of help make it catchy and make it fun to read. It also has poetic devices like alliteration, onomatopoeia, repetition, parallel structure. We didn't go into the definitions of all of those things yet. And then finally, we did review our critical vocabulary. Something that can be seized can be grabbed, or something seized, it might cause you to be overwhelmed by something. You were seized by a moment. You were seized by anger or happiness. And I don't have the picture cards with me. Watchful just means that you are paying really close attention to something. A ditty is a short, happy song or poem. And restless means that you're not able to relax. If you had a restless sleep, that means that you didn't feel very good probably when you woke up. If you hesitate, it means you pause because you're nervous or unsure about something. Scrawling means that you are writing something really fast. And a refrain is a part of a song or a part of a poem that is repeated. It's called the refrain. So we reviewed the vocabulary, and then we started in on reading. And today I asked the class to listen to me, and then they did it next on their own. So I'm going to blow this up, and we'll go through the part of the text that we all read together so that you, I better do that 2-page. Yeah, I changed my mind 1 page. I want to be 2-page. But my little camera is in the way. There it goes. Now I'm going to blow it up. There we go. So we started out snapping. And you'll see why in a minute. It started with a rhythm and a rhyme. It wouldn't let me stop. It ate up all my time. I tried to eat my breakfast, but didn't hesitate to scribble on the napkins and doodle across my plate. So the reason why I was snapping is because I wanted you to hear the rhythm of the poem. And you can see that I'm starting off with this part of the text and reading this part. So I'm going to be reading the story as we go to the pages, and then we'll stop and read the poems that are on there too. And so you can read this with me this time. Ready, go. It started with a rhythm and a rhyme. It wouldn't let me stop. It ate up all my time. I tried to eat my breakfast, but didn't hesitate to scribble on the napkins and doodle across my plate. Thank you for reading with me that time. And next we will look at the poem called Rhythm. And this one is a limerick. So it has a special rhythm of its own. At the end of this whole big long poem, it's several pages long, there's actually 2 pages that teach you how to write several different kinds of poetry. We will write a few poems to go along with this story, but we definitely won't be writing all those, so you can feel free to check them out and write what you want as well. So this one is a limerick, and you should be able to hear the rhythm as I read it, and then you'll repeat the same way. This poem is called Rhythm. I was seized by a rhythmical beat. It was something I could not delete. I went crazy with rhyme, it just gobbled my time, had me clapping and tapping my feet. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So you can hear that the first, third, and sixth lines all have the same number of syllables, I believe, and then the third and fourth are shorter. So read with me this time. I was seized by a rhythmical beat. It was something I could not delete. I went crazy with rhyme, it just gobbled my time, had me clapping and tapping my feet. Oops, I almost messed up that word. And then we have this little kid here who is going bananas. If you have a younger sibling or you have younger cousins, you know what this is talking about. And this one is just quatrains. It's 4 lines, and 2 of them rhyme, and then another 4 lines, and 2 of them rhyme. Baby brother loves to smear banana every place, then squeeze it through his fingers and wipe it on his face. He blows banana bubbles and makes banana goo. Oh, yuck, ugh, ew, what a mess. I'd like to do that too. And you read it with me this time. Baby brothers love to smear banana every place, then squeeze it through their fingers and wipe it on their face. He blows banana bubbles and makes banana goo. Oh, yuck, ugh, ew, what a mess. I'd like to do that too. And then if you turn the page, we're going to read the, oopsie daisy, turned it back. We're going to read this part and then this part. So listen first and then you'll repeat. And this is again that same kid who was talking earlier about he's seized with the rhythm and he can't stop writing poems. So this is the storyline, and then we'll go back and read the poems that he scrawled. It teased me as I walked to school. I scrawled on Eddie's shirt, and when we hit the playground, I scratched words in the dirt. Your turn. It teased me as I walked to school. I scrawled on Eddie's shirt, and when we hit the playground, I scratched words in the dirt. And then we have a haiku. Haikus don't rhyme, and they don't really have a beat. They're just meant to give you a vision of, I guess they usually have to do with nature, and here we have white snow I can see. So it should leave you with some imagery in your mind when you read it. It's called Footprints. Smooth patch of white snow stretched out before watchful eyes, an invitation. And so the invitation is just this awesome looking snow that nobody has touched yet. It's smooth. And whose eyes are watchful? Probably yours and mine, because who wouldn't love to go out on fresh snow? The next one's called The Baseball Game. The kids creamed the teachers. Listen to the score. The 3rd graders beat them 25-4. We got them out at second. We copped their pop flies. We got them out at home plate, much to their surprise. When we scored all the home runs, we screamed and made a fuss. We may get D's in English, but in baseball, we're A+. And I told the kids in class that they better not ever beat me at something because they wouldn't have D+, or a D. I would make them all fail because I want to win all the games. Of course, that's a lie. I wouldn't really do it. Or would I? All right, read it with me. The Baseball Game. The kids creamed the teachers. Listen to the score. The third graders beat them 25-4. We got them out at second. We caught their pop flies. We got them out at home plate, much to their surprise. When we scored all the home runs, we screamed and made a fuss. We may get D's in English, but in baseball, we're A+. And we've finished with these 2 pages. So listen first. This is again the kid telling the story about not being able to stop. Then in the cafeteria with just 2 tasty fries, between my lunch and Amy's, I wrote 2 lines with fries. I ran outside at recess, pulled out a piece of chalk, didn't waste a minute, dashed poems on the walk. Your turn. Then in the cafeteria with just 2 tasty fries, between my lunch and Amy's, I wrote 2 lines with fries. Oh, that says 2 tasty tries. My bad. I ran outside at recess, pulled out a piece of chalk, didn't waste a minute, dashed poems on the walk. And here we have a couplet. And a couplet means 2. It's a couple of lines and they rhyme. We have express and potato-ness are the 2 rhymers. 2 lines are not enough to express how much I adore your potato-ness. You read it. 2 lines are not enough to express how much I adore your potato-ness. Would you write a poem to your French fries? And our last poem of the day is an acrostic poem. It's called Recess. And you can write an acrostic poem just with 1 word for each letter. You can see recess spelled down the side. Or you can make it so it makes sense as a sentence. Rambunctious excitement centering around excessive silly stuff. Or that one's more like a phrase. It's not a complete sentence. So, going back, I don't have my thing pulled up. The next thing that I need you to do is get out a piece of lined paper. And this is going to be a place where you store your nifty 50, your nifty thrifty 50. And we got our first 8 words today. So you might have to pause me because I need to hustle. I'm running out of minutes here on my machine. These words are important because they have suffixes and prefixes that we can use to apply to all other words. And so, just a second. And they also, these word parts help us learn about other words too. So your first word is composer. Write down composer, C-O-M-P-O-S-E-R. C-O-M-P-O-S-E-R. So you can chant with me on the second one. And a composer is a person who composes, just like a teacher is a person who teaches. And you might need to pause me if I'm going too fast. Your next word is encouragement. Encouragement. E-N-C-O-U-R-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. E-N-C-O-U-R-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. You see the word courage in it? If I take off meant, I have encourage. And if you encourage someone, it means you give them encouragement. So to encourage is the verb. Encouragement is the thing or the noun that you give them. Your next word is discovery. D-I-S-C-O-V-E-R-Y. And the root word is cover with the prefix dis and y at the end. I'm really sorry, I'm running out of minutes. Your next word is hopeless. H-O-P-E-L-E-S-S. H-O-P-E-L-E-S-S. And your base word is hope with less as your suffix. Your next word is impossible. You see possible within that word right there. If I cut off M, I-M-P-O-S-S-I-B-L-E. I-M-P-O-S-S-I-B-L-E. And I can see I'm going to run out of time, so you're going to end up with 2 videos today. If you add M to a word, it makes it mean the opposite meaning, by the way. And we'll just wait for my time to run out.